Hello there. I have learned, recently I've relearned, but in my life I have learned that when you write an email or you write copy or you write anything really, but it comes up most often in emails, the way that you're feeling will show. It will come through what you're writing. And I think that's true for not only like what we feel in that moment, but also our general attitude about whatever it is we're writing about, or like our general attitude about life. There's someone that I'm interacting with right now, um, and it's very clear that she is not a happy person. Every opportunity that she's had to be adversarial, she has taken. And even in ways that I did not expect. like like all that she had to do was say, okay, thanks, and instead chose to like try to pick a fight with me, which I am not good with confrontation. Like that's not a thing that I'm good at. So it has been really difficult for me to sort of navigate, but also try to de-escalate because I don't want to be in a situation where I'm having to confront this person. Um, and I think when I receive those emails from her and I have to respond and I have to do so in a way that's not going to escalate, and it would be real easy to escalate, I need to take a minute and just calm down a little bit because I get really like my heart starts beating really fast. I get all sweaty when I get emails that make me feel like I'm about to be in some kind of confrontation is probably the best word. I want to say fight, but it's not really a fight. So I take a minute and like take deep breaths, breathe in through my nose and out through my nose, just calming down. Because if I write back in the way that I feel right then, it's going to show. And that's not productive for the relationship at all. I also have Ryan read my emails if I know that I'm not in a good headspace before I send an email. I will have Ryan read it just as a sober double check, because he's a very calm person and he's really good at, well, language in general, but he's good at phrasing things in such a way that are not emotionally charged. So those are two tips for how to stop a confrontation or a misunderstanding before it starts. Is one, know that your feelings and what your emotions are in that moment and your general outlook, it's gonna come through in your writing. And two, have somebody review it before you send it if you're feeling really like jacked up about the email. And my third thing that I like to do, or that I think is useful, is just being aware of the potential for conflict. Now, I think we need to be careful here because it's not your issue. Well, it could be your issue, but it's not your fault how other people receive the message that you're sending. That's not licensed to just be a dick and be like, well, they took it, they took it badly. It's their own problem. Like, no. But I do think that if we can really be aware of how we're feeling when we receive that email and how that the person who sent it to us might be feeling, that we can identify where the conflict is going to come up or the misunderstanding might come up before it happens and just try to avoid that. So trying to be really clear in our language, trying to make sure that we don't have emotionally charged emails that we're sending, like words or phrases, and just, I think, writing the way we talk. I know that sounds like maybe not something that you would recommend to people, but I think that's important. I mean, be professional, but also like be friendly and write the way you talk. I think that's important. Because if you're too professional, then it seems cold. And that's not good either. That's going to come off as, well, cold, but also could be angry. So just being really aware of how our words, how our emotions and how our feelings can be like just leaked out through our words unintentionally. It's a good place to start. If you have questions or comments about that, what's worked for you, what hasn't, or you want to tell me a story about a time when somebody really misread an email, I'd love to hear those. Let me know in the comments. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you have an excellent weekend. But I will see you tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow.